Greetings, everyone, and fellow YouTubers. I'm Dole, aka the Big D of Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews, with another ranking list. And this time around, it's the films from 1984. I picked 15, so I was going to try and do a two-part, but I think I can do this if I do rapid fire on this. So I'll try not to speak too quickly. If a film you know of is not on this list, I do apologize, but these are 15 films I know of. Starting at number 15, we have The Muppets Take Manhattan. Now, this is a pretty fun flick, although I might not have enjoyed it as much as The Great Muppet Caper or The Muppet Movie. It's still very fun. It was also had a sequence that would be sort of a precursor to the Muppet Babies animated series, which premiered later on that same year. It also had great cameos from Dabney Coleman, Joan Rivers, Linda Lavin. Yeah. Oh yeah, and Liza Minnelli. Not too bad. It still has some good songs. The wang is very at the end is real good. You'll enjoy it if you have yet to see it. Number 14. Now, this is a flick I didn't add to my anniversary list, but I might as well since it's not too far away, and that's The Karate Kid. Now, although it's been a long time since I last watched this, if I ever encounter it again, I will watch it. I do like this movie. I've only seen it a few times, not a whole lot. Ralph Macchio as Daniel. Let's see, there's Elizabeth Shue, and of course we have Pat Morita as Mr. Miyagi. Great character, I like him. And that is a real good movie. I rarely had a little liking for the two sequels. The next Karate Kid with Hilary Swank is very underrated. And the 2010 reboot with Jaden Smith and Jackie Chan, well, it's not too bad. I do like the original for certain reasons. Next at number 13 is Dune, which I'll be reviewing later this year. And that's based on the book series. Although it got dissed by critics, it still was pretty cool. It had Kyle MacLachlan in his first ever film. Also, Brad Dourif, Virginia Madsen, many others. And it had music from the band Toto, who most people know them from tunes like Hold the Line and Rosanna, and of course Africa, which of course was covered by Weezer last year. But anyway, it's really cool. I'll talk more about it when I review it, though. I'm not going to get too much details, but if you have yet to see it, I think you would enjoy it. It's a cult classic. Next at number 12, this is a film I'm going to be reviewing next month, and that's The Last Starfighter, starring Lance Guest as this teenager who really gets to enjoy the only entertainment his home of a trailer park has, an arcade game that appears to be to have a real-life situation in a way, and there he is joined by a reptilian dude named Grig, who is done by Dan O'Hurley, who, of course, played Cochrane in Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, which I hope some of y'all are happy to know that didn't make my 1982 flicks list. I am going to be rewatching it, and then when I have some good info, I will give you the heads up on what I like about it. It's not too bad of a flick. Next at number 11, this is going to be a disappointment to y'all, The Terminator. Yeah, I'm sorry this isn't higher. I've only seen this maybe once or twice. And it's still good, though. Arnold Schwarzenegger in one of his early flicks. Very good. Although I was not aware he was the bad guy. I kind of do like Terminator 2 more than this. But even so, I am hoping to see the brand new one coming up. Terminator Dark Fate. I hope this will do better than Terminator Genisys did, even though I have not seen it. I wanted to, but I decided to hell with it. But anyway, at least we're going to have Linda Hamilton back in as Sarah Connors in this one. It's going to be cool. Next, at number 10, is a movie I recently watched on Prime not so long ago, and that's Star Trek III, The Search for Spock, which was directed by Leonard Nimoy, which would described that his character, Mr. Spock, was in much of the flick. After his character had supposedly died in the end of the last movie, The Wrath of Khan. But nevertheless, everyone in the movie was great, like the characters from TV series: William Shatner, DeForest Kelley, Nichelle Nichols, James Doohan, George Takei. I finally got it. The guy's name. His name didn't click with me at first. But even so, I do like Search for Spock. It's pretty good. Shame I can't get to see number 4, The Voyage Home, on Prime. Oh well. Next at number 9 is a film I just got on DVD the other day, and that's The Never Ending Story. Now, I gotta say, it's a childhood favorite of mine. I remember seeing this as a kid. I do love it. The characters in the movie are really good. The creatures you see are really amazing. I think you'll really like it if you have to see this one. You need to see this. Next, at number 8, sorry to disappoint you, horror fans, even though this is one of my favorite scary movies, I'm sorry it's so low. And that's the original Nightmare on Elm Street with Robert Englund, Heather Langenkamp, John Saxon, and Johnny Depp in his first film. Now, I do like Freddy Krueger, although he was credited as Fred Krueger, though. But I gotta say, everything in the movie is so good. I do understand with some of y'all not enjoying how it goes in the end and stuff like that in the last act. I can understand. But even so, it's still one of my main favorite scary movies. I do love it. Next, at number 7 is... I'll do an imitation. Revenge of the Nerds. Yeah, this is one of my favorite buddy comedies. I've loved this movie for many years. We had Robert Carradine, Chris Armstrong. Oh, there's so many, and so many others. Those two actually would host the recent hit reality game show called King of the Nerds. If you didn't see that, boy, you missed out on something really good. But they were joined by lots of other nerds. Yeah, and the movie also has John Goodman, Bernie Casey, Donald Gibb, who plays Ogre, one of the rivals of the nerds. But he soon becomes a nerd in the end, the second one. Sorry, I had to give that away, but even though I've yet to review that series. And a host of others. I love Revenge of the Nerds. It's really good. If you haven't seen it yet, watch it. It's good. Next, at number 6, this film ended up being the top movie in 1984, and that would be Beverly Hills Cop, with Eddie Murphy and his breakout of a film. Now, I did watch this unedited for the first time in quite some time earlier this year, and I do enjoy it. Eddie Murphy's great. Judge Reinhold is good. The whole cast is good. I like the soundtrack, which we used to have an LP, a long playing record of the soundtrack, which was super awesome. Started out with the He Is On, done by late great Eagles member Glenn Frey, and ends with the instrumental tune Axel F, which I know is Axel's theme song. But I love this movie. Beverly Hills Cop is good. I have seen the second one. I haven't really seen much of the third one, though, unfortunately. But if you haven't seen Beverly Hills Cop, you should. Number 5 is a movie I just did a review of recently, and that's Gremlins. Now, that movie is definitely a classic. Steven Spielberg produced it. I love the acting. Zach Galligan, Phoebe Cates, Hoyt Axton. And, of course, we had Howie Mandel do the voice of Gizmo. And a lot of other great actors. Very good, actually. And, of course, the Gremlins theme song. You probably know that instrumental classic real good. I love this movie so much. Next, at number 4, I wish I had put this higher, but however, this is my number 1 scary sequel, though, and that's Friday the 13th, The Final Chapter. Now, after watching this a few times, this is probably now going to be my top favorite Friday the 13th movie of all time this time around. As I'll do that in a revised ranking sometime in the future. I do love the characters we see in this. Tommy Jarvis, we get played by Corey Feldman, who of course later appeared in Gremlins after this. And of course, all those are characters. I forgot their names though, so I apologize. Crispin Glover really is a great character. I watched Ogre Boy 1992's review of this, which he collaborated with Lee from Liebelman. Check those two guys out. I mean, especially Ogre Boy. He doesn't have that many subscriptions. I'd highly recommend you check him out. He's a good guy. And he mentioned the guy who played Jason. Was from Oklahoma. I didn't know that. That's a big surprise. But even so, I like Friday the 13th, the final chapter. It's very scary, and I do think it's a classic. Next, at number 3, is Ghostbusters, another movie I recently did an anniversary review of. And you can't go wrong with this one. Great performances. Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Harold Ramis, Ernie Hudson, Sigourney Weaver, plus Annie Potts, and Rick Moranis. Yeah. We got all those characters, Gozer, Slimer, and of course the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. The great theme song done by Ray Parker Jr. Can't go wrong with that. I don't have to suggest watching this because I'm sure a lot of you have watched Ghostbusters, which I'll be reviewing Ghostbusters 2 this weekend on Sunday, which is Father's Day. Next, number 2 is Footloose. Now, I do have that on DVD in a double feature with the 2011 remake, which it's not too bad, but I prefer the original bit more because, well, it has Kevin Bacon, his big breakout main starring role, lead starring role, that is. But anyway, I loved the performances we get from the cast. John Lithgow's pretty good. I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing him in the Pet Sematary remake when it comes to DVD, or maybe I'll watch it when it comes to Prime. You never can tell. The music's great. I love the theme song by Kenny Loggins. Almost Paradise, a love theme from the movie, which was done by Mike Reno of Loverboy, and Wilson from Heart, which those two bands I do love. And let's see, and of course we had Bonnie Tyler's Holding Out for a Hero, and of course Let's Hear It for the Boy from Denise Williams, which of course that's my favorite aside from Footloose. But that movie is so good. You need to see this if you have yet to see the original Footloose. If you've already seen the 2011 version, shame on you. You need to see the original. You will love it even more. Number 1, this is a surprise for y'all, and that would be Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Now, as much as I liked Raiders of the Lost Ark, I like Temple of Doom much more. Even though it's a prequel to Raiders of the Lost Ark, it's still real good. Harrison Ford once again nails it as old Indy. I like Mola Ram was definitely a dark villain. I loved Willie in this, such a hot character of a chick, and I liked Short Round, and well, just about all the cool action you can expect. I used to have a book and recording of that, but anyway, it's really cool. And that's probably one of my absolute... I like this, though, much more than I like Raiders of the Lost Ark. No offense, everyone. I'm sure everybody liked Raiders more than they did Temple of Doom. Or maybe they liked Last Crusade more. Who am I kidding? But anyway, what's your favorite movie from 1984? Please feel free to let me know in the comments section. Like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. I'll be doing a 1985 ranking list soon. I have yet to start working on the next few years. But thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.